Hello, welcome back to my session. Have you ever heard of a function in Excel that is called sum ifs, average ifs, counts ifs? So these functions that have ifs, they are the normal functions that we already know, but it is joined together with a conditional statement, which is the if. So what does it mean when we say sum if? So this sum if function is categorized under Excel, math, and trigonometric functions. It will sum up cells that meet a given criteria. So the criteria are based on dates, numbers, and text. And it supports logical operators such as the greater than, less than, and it also supports wildcard. When I say white cards, I mean the likes of star and the question mark. So I will guide you through some if function step by step. So as a financial analyst, as a data analyst, and as a business analyst, you would frequently use some if function. So let's say suppose we are given a table, just this table that we have, and you have been told to calculate the total number or the total sum of the salary for a specific department. Now you have been told what's the total salary of the full-time status? What's the total salary of the hourly status? Would you start using the filter function? Then you filter down to, let's say, contracts. Then as a beginner, you would have to select this. Then you say your sum is 6 million. No, there is a function in Excel that will make it easy for you to do the sum and to meet the criteria that you have set for the function. Now, let's take a look at this. Now for the sum if. Now we have equals to sum if. This is a sum if. The first tooltip that is showing you here is the range. What Excel is asking you is, fine, I know you want to carry out a sum if condition. So what is the range of where you want to perform the operation? Now I already know this is status, so I go to my status here. This is my range. That's the first thing. You press your comma. The tooltip have moved down to the next criteria. And now the criteria is your full time. Now it is saying the sum range. So what do we want to sum? We want to sum our salary. When you hit your enter, what we have is the total. The same also goes to the count if function. The count if function. So now we want to count the number of staffs that are or that falls under the full-time status, the number of staff that fall under the contract status. So we can just run the count if. So equals to count if, this is a count if. So it's asking us what is the range. So the range is what? Your status. This is the range of where you want to count. The next thing is what? Your criteria. So my criteria is this full time. When you hit your enter, it is telling us now that we have 374 staffs under the full time status. You can just use your fill handle. Your fill handle would make it easy for you. The same thing goes to the average if. Average if. So it is asking you where is the range. So you come to your status. This is the range. The next is what is the criteria. So you select the criteria. Then the last option here is the average range. So what do you want to average? I want to average, let's say, my salary when you hit your enter. So averagely, you already know that you're paying a full-time staff, you're paying the person 92,364. So it's easy as ABC. So you can perform sum if operation, count if operation, and the average if operation. I'll take you through how you where you would use sum ifs, count ifs, and average ifs. Thank you.